what in the hell has happened to this team after Arsenal? All right, well, welcome back, everyone. American Blues Podcast. Took a little break after Thanksgiving. Things got crazy. Kid got sick. Work has been nuts. But, man, oh man, do I have some thoughts since Arsenal. Cannot believe we're just not serious. We're just not serious. And that's the most frustrating thing. You know, it's always... It's the hope. It's the hope of a better season. It's when we play like we did against Barcelona and destroy them, and then we play so well against Arsenal until Caicedo gets himself sent off for a stupid red card. And then we still play well, even with 10 men against Arsenal, and we were upset to lose. And then after that, my God, just the absolute self-destruction against Leeds, then Bournemouth, and then now Atalanta. It's just game after game after game where I'm just getting more and more and more frustrated. And and just Leeds. Leeds was an absolute disaster of a game. I think it absolutely destroyed any chance of pushing for the title this season. Even though Arsenal dropped points at the weekend, we still can get a full 3 points against Bournemouth, and that was a must-win game after being trash against Leeds. And Leeds, the most frustrating thing about Leeds is we just didn't show up. Like after we showed up so hard against Barcelona and Arsenal, so much passion, outran both teams, and we show up to goddamn Leeds, and we just are not interested in playing. And I think part of it maybe is just not having Caicedo, but then we got no excuse. I thought I initially wasn't that worried. I was like, oh, we're fine. We got Andre Santos, who's been really good for us this season. Hasn't missed a beat when he's come on. But against Leeds, he was awful. He was nowhere to be seen. And Tosin, my God, Tosin, I know he's like the scapegoat of the season. And it might be unfair, but dude, he has just become a complete liability in defense where every single time he comes out, I'm like, please, my God, please, anything but Tosin. I know if he comes on, we are either giving up a goal or we're losing a game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And it didn't even matter against Leeds because we were already losing by that point, but he killed any chance of us having a comeback against Leeds. And I just don't want to see him. I just don't want to see him play for us. And again, we have Josh Achampong, one of the best young talents just sitting on our bench doing nothing. He is everything that Tosin isn't. He's athletic. He's tall. Every time he's played, he really has not made a mistake this season. He can play in multiple positions. Why are we letting him rot on our bench? He's not being overplayed. Like he's not. And against Leeds, we should be coming on and using someone with a lot of speed, power, pace, everything that Tosin isn't. Just pathetic. And I understand we have to protect Fofana. Then use Josh. Why is he sitting on the bench? And then another thing, I understand Esteval kind of had a rough game against Arsenal, where it was the first game where we saw maybe he does need a little bit more time getting used to the bigger games. But then since then, he spent 3 games on the bench. What are we doing? What are we doing when we're chasing goals against Bournemouth, when we're chasing goals against Atalanta? Like, say, why is Malo Gusto coming on? Why is Malo Gusto coming on, who's only scored 1 goal for the club? Why are we taking off Pedro Neto to put on Malo Gusto? I never understood that change. I think it's worked once this season where he scored for us, and that was it. That's the only time that it's worked. One time in like 3 seasons that's worked. I mean, that's just not good enough. We need goals, man. We need goals. And you know what offers us goals? Esteval, one of the best young talents on the entire goddamn planet, just sitting on our bench watching us play like absolute trash. it's just so frustrating. And I get it. He's young. We don't want him injured. We don't want too much pressure. We want to ease him in. He needs the depth, blah, 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 blah. But in a game where we are chasing the game, like today, why are we bringing on Malagusto, putting Gittins on the right wing, whereas he's not in his natural position? Like, what are we learning? We are not learning anything. Stop playing people out of position, especially if they're young. Young players need to be played in position where they're the most confident, where they can do their thing. Gittins is not a right winger. He's a left winger. Just absolute. Oh my God. And then Bournemouth, super frustrating. We could not keep a clean sheet. We just couldn't keep a goddamn clean sheet against Bournemouth, and it ended up 1-1. And we huff and we puff and we huff and we puff, and nothing ever happens at the end of the game. Just not good enough. Not good enough. Again, Esteval, not really used for the majority of the game. Oh my God. And then today, Atalanta. Honestly, we got kind of a lucky goal. And besides our goal, it was all Atalanta. Like, we created near nothing until the very end of the game where Garnacha came on, and he was the one dynamic player on the team. And then Reece James had two really, really, really good shots. One just like unforgivable for him to not even hit the target from from inside the box. Inside the box. Nearly a free shot at goal, and he hits it wide. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You're our captain. Come on. I know you can do better than that. You have an incredible shot, but you have to keep it on target. And then late in the game, he had another chance, and it didn't go through. And it's just, yeah, it's so frustrating. My God, it is so frustrating watching this team right now just be so slow. We're just slow. We're just not really interested in competing. We're not there for the first balls. We're not there for the second balls. We're not there for hold up. Like, we are just not good right now. And it's every December, this team, I don't know what happens, but once the Christmas season rolls around, we're like, hey, guess what? It's too cold in England. We don't like it. Nobody wants to play anymore in this cold. And that's it. And we're done. And we just eat absolute shit for 2 months, and we fall out of every single competition we're in. And there goes the season again. And it's just so frustrating because this season we could actually be pushing. The league isn't that strong right now. It's really just Arsenal, and that's it. City are still in trouble. You know, they freaking gave away goals like like none other. And they're only winning because they have only Erling Haaland. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just so frustrating. And I don't even care to talk about the details of Atalanta. We just didn't play well. Like, no matter what. We had Caicedo back, and we still didn't play well. You know, this is a game where I don't think Caicedo and Reece James really worked all that well in the midfield, right? I think one of our best players I think Barisho did really well. I think, again, for multiple games in a row, we've had to rely on our goalie to keep us in the game, which he absolutely did against Bournemouth. My God, we should have lost that game like 3-1 if it weren't for Sanchez just making save after save. And the shots that went in today, there was absolutely nothing he could do about. You know, there's one really nice floated pass to Skamaka. Fofana not paying attention, loses him. Big giant dude in the box, right in front of goal. He's not going to miss a header from like 2 yards out. He's just not going to do it. Sanchez, no chance. Second goal, just letting the player run into the box. And then Cucurella gets a little deflection off of it. Sanchez, absolutely no chance when it's hit that hard at that pace. And it takes a deflection. He's lucky he even got a hand on it, in my opinion. Like, there was no chance of him saving that goal. But just not good. Just not good enough. This just the whole last 3 games, not good enough. And I think part of it is on Maresca. Like, part of him is to motivate our team to play with more passion and intensity in these games. In the cold winter months where it's hard, where it's tough, these games that we're expected to win, we still need to show up. And part of that is down to the manager. And he's not setting up the team well, and he's not bringing on subs or bringing on the wrong subs. And it's just... yeah, it's so frustrating because it's just, we do so well up until winter. We work so hard to get ourselves into a good position. You know, and then we blow it. And then we blow it in just the most frustrating, dumbest possible way against lower league table teams. And then teams that we should be beating, like Atalanta. Like, no excuse. No excuse. Atalanta just switched to a new manager because they were not playing well. And we still can't beat them. And it's just, yeah. I mean, Champions League, I think will ultimately be fine. We do have to win. I think we do have to win the last two games too, because ideally we really need to be in the top 8. And to even stand a chance at that, we need to win the last 2 games. Without question. Without question. But it's the league, man. I had so much hope for this league. And even though other teams are going to keep dropping teams, the difference between 2nd and 10th is just like a few points. So Maresca's right. A few wins here and there, and we're back up there. A few losses, we're down. But again, if we want to realistically challenge for the title, we just cannot drop points in games that we're expected to win. And that's exactly what's been happening right now. And it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. This team is so frustrating to watch. It just makes me want to scream at the TV every single time. And I'm sorry, every single time that Estevao is on the bench, I'm not happy. I'm just not happy. I want to see this kid on the pitch. He is one of the only players, him and Garnacho are like the only 2 players who just consistently drive at the goal and just make something happen in a team that's just not making things happen, right? Like, please, for the love of God, just play them. Just play them. Because we have a run of games that we have to win. We have to win these games, right? I do not want to be fighting for top 4 again for another season. We should be solidly in 2nd, pushing Arsenal. That should be our season, pushing Arsenal. So then next season, we can really work on winning the title. And right now, just not good enough. Not good enough. And then last thing, Liam Delap has just been so disappointing this season, given what I thought he would be. Poor touches. Essentially, no real shots at goal. No real serious shots at goal. His shots have been weak, have been at the goalie, have been wide. His hold-up play, which I thought he would be really good at, since that's one of his things. You should be strong. You should be good at hold-up play. Not good enough. And now, I think he dislocated his shoulder, so he's going to be out, I think, minimum 3 months with that. So now we're down to a not fit and not confident João Pedro, who did score today. He did score, but then he missed 2 other really good chances. You know, just not in form. Just nobody on the team right now for the past 3 games has been in form. And it's just, oh my God, it's just so frustrating. And I think the only praise I can go to is to Robert Sanchez, because without him, we would have lost to Bournemouth and we would be giving up way more goals. Just way more goals. And that, I'm sorry, that's just not good enough. That's not good enough. Everyone on the team needs to just shapen up and do more. And I cannot wait until Palmer is back and fit. I know he has not had the greatest of subs or start last time, but again, he's been out for 3 months. Really big injury, right? Like, he needs time to get back to his best too. But clearly, my God, clearly we need our best players back and doing stuff. So just incredibly frustrated. All we can do is win the next game. So my God, team, please start playing better. Start playing like you care about actually winning, you know? And yeah, so see you guys after the next game. Peace.